your girl Lakia, Natural Queen here, back with another video. So today I want to talk about periods. Like, yes, I've seen a lot of women asking down in the comments, you know, since my hygiene video, like, you know, can you talk about maybe periods? Because, you know, some people don't really, some girls don't know like everything, you know, especially when they first starting off. So, you know, I'm here for y'all, okay? I am here for y'all because some people just don't know all that goes into it. Like, even me when I was young, when I was like at that time starting my period, girl, I know every little thing. So, you know, I'm here for y'all. So yeah, I really hope y'all enjoy watching this video, and if you do, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, let's just get on with it. Tip number one I want to say is, let's just talk about how, like, the actual process of your period and how it begins. You know, I started off like when I was like 12, I believe. So basically, puberty, which basically the pituitary gland will send signals to your body in order to produce chemicals, which are hormones. It's a lot, y'all. So, I mean, I'm getting down to the nitty gritty, but those are the hormones, which will then tell your ovaries, you know, you got two ovaries, to produce hormones called progesterone and estrogen. In turn, these two hormones will help your body with the reproductive process, and basically that's how your period will start. So I do want to say, like, okay, once you know you start your period, you know, whatever age you start your period, that's when you are able to get pregnant. It doesn't matter, like, your period does not judge how young you are, ladies. So, you know, you do want to really be careful with that, because, you know, some girls start like, you know, 10, 11. Like, I started mine at 12. So you know, you do want to be careful, like, you know, because you are able to get pregnant once your period starts, you know, basically you becoming a woman. So yeah, definitely, you know, you honestly do want to be careful. So yeah, that's my first tip. So yeah, just be careful, okay, ladies? Right, y'all. So tip number two is, every month your ovary is going to release one egg from out your ovary. So then basically it's going to travel down the fallopian tube, and I'm gonna show, I don't have like, it's sort of like, you know, two ovaries and then your little fallopian tube. It's going to travel down the fallopian tube down to the uterus. So that's when your uterus will begin to thicken in preparation for you to get pregnant. So, okay, so as it's thickening, okay, so if there's no sperm to actually meet egg in order to fertilize it, then that's when, you know, your period will start. Basically, the lining will then shed, and that's how your period begins. So yeah, so like there's no sperm for you to get pregnant, then that's when you get your period, and that's how you know you're not pregnant most of the time. So yeah, I know some people are probably like, oh, okay, we know this. But like I said earlier on in the beginning, my younger crowd, you know, people who are watching, some girls actually don't know this information. So I just wanted to basically give out, like, you know, the details, like all the little small information, you know, that, you know, go a little bit more into detail, because not everybody knows this. So just bear with me, y'all. Okay, so next I want to say is, even though if you start your period at a young age, don't think like, you know, you're not normal or like, you know, you different, because everybody's body, y'all, is different. Like, just because, you know, you start off at 12 and you might have friends that, like, you know, you're 16 and be like, oh, why you didn't get your period yet? Like, you know, everybody's body is different. Like, your body does what it wants to do. You know, it's, you know, progressing how it wants to function. So don't think like, you know, oh, I'm not normal because my period is different from yours, or it's like so intense and yours is very, like, you know, not intense, or whatever the case might be. Don't think that, you know, something's wrong just because of that, okay? Don't think that. Y'all know we all normal. So yeah. Oh yes, y'all, another little tip I wanted to give is, say, like, you know, because I know we all have been there, like, you know, sometimes, you know, your period might be a little crazy heavy, and if you do get it in your underwear, a tip is run it under cold running water with like some, you know, your laundry detergent or whatever case might be, some soap, and, you know, let that run under cold water. That will definitely get the stain out, but try to do it like quick, as soon as it happens, definitely. Or try not to wear them cute underwear on your period. Like, have specific underwear exactly for your period. You know, don't be wearing your favorite underwear on your period. Like, cause you never know, like if you know how it's feeling one day, if it might be heavier than others, you never know. So don't be wearing them cute underwear, girl, and thinking like, you know, you might not get have an accident, because you know we're all human. So just try not to have a designated underwear specifically for that time of the month, you know, because you know. All right, y'all, next I want to talk about how exactly to cope with when you are on your period. So basically, like, I'm going to talk about what you can use for when you're on your period. So there are tampons, pads, menstrual cup, and menstrual underwear. Those are the ones that I've heard of. I don't know if there's any more, but I don't really think so. I think that's really the majority of what people use. So basically, like, okay, don't think it's anything wrong with what you use. Like, if you hear your friends using tampons and you're still on pads, like, and so, like, you know, you can use whatever you want. That's what they're there for. Like, don't let other people influence you and tell you, oh, you need to use this or that. Like, it's fine, whatever you use. I used to wear pads. It's fine. Like, now tampons, and even with tampons, like, if you're afraid to use them, they do have different sizes, you know, for the shape of, you know, however you are down there. They do have different sizes, and for like heavy and light, you know, flows, I think it's medium too, you know, they make them smaller. So, you know, that's something also that's to know. Like, it's not just one size fits all. Like, they do have all different kinds of tampons. So yeah, but like I said, don't think that you have to use a certain this or that. Like, you know, use whatever your body is comfortable with. You know, it's your time of the month, so, you know, use whatever you're comfortable with. So yeah. Okay, y'all, next I want to talk about how to deal with your cramps. Sometimes, you know, it's so, like, they are so painful cramps. I know. I remember, especially when I was a teenager, they were so horrible. Like, I didn't even want to go to school, get out of bed, nothing. But then I remember, like, a few of my girlfriends, we used to like my one girlfriend would say, like, oh, she would tell me how she would do yoga. So I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't do it now because I don't have, my cramps are not that bad, but I do know that my one friend, hers used to be so bad, and she did say doing yoga helped her out with her cramps tremendously, because, you know, you think about yoga, like, it relaxes your body, you know, it probably relieves the pressure in your stomach, you know. So definitely try yoga. And if not, also, ladies, if you want to try birth control, don't think like birth control is only just to prevent pregnancy. Yes, that's a main thing, but it also helps with regulating your flow and lessening your cramps. Definitely, like, it really actually does lessen your cramps. Because I remember I think I started birth control when I was like maybe 15, because my cramps used to be so bad. So my doctor did recommend that, and it really did help. Like, the pain, like, it was not as severe, which is wonderful, because listen, it sucks. Okay, it really sucks having cramps. Like, who want to have that every single month? You know, you feel like you don't want to do nothing, you don't want to get out of bed, like, who, you know. So definitely try that. And there's other forms of birth control. Like, you don't just have to take the pill. Like, there's the shot. You know, there's so many forms of birth control. So, you know, don't feel like you're like, it's just only one thing that you can take. Like, plenty, you got so many options. Just definitely find the right option for you, okay? Okay, y'all, so next I want to say is, say your cramps are like so extremely painful. Like, okay, listen, I know they be unbearable sometimes, but you can still, like, you know, go on about your day. Like, you know, pop a Midol or whatever. You know, Midols are specifically for cramps. But if that's not helping you, ladies, I would definitely recommend, you might have another problem, another underlying issue, because they shouldn't be that so severe, like, that you don't want to eat, you can't even move. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, if it's that bad, it might be time to actually go to the doctor and find out really why, you know, you in such severe pain. Because yes, cramps are no joke, but, you know, you should still be able to, like, you know, find ways to cope with it and deal with it. Like, you know, help find some sort of relief. If not, I would definitely say it's time to head to the doctor. Okay, y'all, next I want to say is premenstrual symptoms. Like, okay, y'all know how you might have like a little tracker. That matter of fact, that's another tip I want to say. Get you a little period tracker. Like, go on your app store and look up period tracker. There's so many options for you. Like, the one I use is, let me see which one I use. Mine is called Period Tracker, my monthly cycle. I like this one. Like, it's very, it helps you. You put in there when you start your period, and it'll let you know, like, it asks you like how long is your period normally and how often you think you get it roughly. So it'll, once you start tracking it, it'll like do it for you automatically. That'll definitely help you stay on track. Okay, but that's back onto my next tip. That was me saying like premenstrual symptoms, such as like, you might be feeling like a little slight cramps coming on. Your breast might feel a little tender. You might feel a little bloated. You might be wanting to eat certain foods, like, that chocolate. I know I be wanting me some chocolate. Or like, I want that all month, all the whole month. So, but anyway, your back might hurt. I used to get that so bad, like back pain, like, ooh, when I was like younger. But I don't get that no more. Thank you, Jesus. That's a blessing, because listen, that's called premenstrual symptoms. And when that happens, don't like think you're like something wrong with you, but just like keep track of the time. Like, if these symptoms may occur 1 week or so before your period. So, it's just basically your body letting you know, like, hey, I'm here. I'm about to, pop through, because, it's that time of the month. We all have to deal with it as women. So yeah, that's basically your body giving you a warning. Be ready. Be ready. I'm back and I'm better. So, but yeah, y'all, like, let's be, like, I'm just being brutally honest. Periods, I hate it. Like, I know every woman hate it, but we have to do it just as women. That's what make us who we are, really. But they do suck. They freaking hurt. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but listen, y'all, we definitely will get through it. Okay, it's been happening, for how long now? Like, y'all gonna get through it, okay? Cause listen, just get through it and go on about your life. Okay, like, seriously, like, it do suck. I know it sucks. We hate it. Ooh, I can't stand it. But we gonna be good. We gonna be all right. Okay. Okay, this is the last final tip I want to talk about. All right, y'all, the last and final tip. I'm out of breath. I just have to go downstairs and get this. But anyway, so the last and final, I wanted to talk about how much you are actually losing when you are on your period. So basically, you lose from 30 milliliters to 80 milliliters when you're on your menstrual. So I want to show y'all, like, okay, 30 milliliters is equivalent to 1 teaspoon. And that's that. So, I mean, because you really do think like, dang, I'm losing. You really do probably feel like, dang, I'm losing a lot. But, you probably only losing this, girl. Stop playing. But anyway, or 80 milliliters, which is equivalent to 1/3 cup. So, I mean, y'all might be losing a lot. This is 1/4 cup. I know y'all, a lot of y'all probably got this. But it's 60 right there, so I'm gonna just say 80 is probably really filled up all the way to here. So that's really not really, I mean, that's a lot. That's probably how much I'll be losing. But that's a lot, but it ain't that much. Don't be too dramatic now. Y'all be dramatic, but I'm just kidding. But yeah, this is really, that's probably really, that's like how much you really losing. Because even like when you wear a tampon, you looking at it like, okay, if you take it out and you think like, oh my God, I lost so much. But even like if you get it the slightest bit wet, like it will expand and like look like it's a lot. So don't think like, oh my God, don't like panic or worry. So like I said before, like different forms of like tampons, is for different flows. So, definitely you do want to pay attention to like, if the tampon is like, a little bit drier, then you want to use one that's like for lighter flow, don't, but and if they got super, so if it's not, if you're not, filling that all the way up, you don't want to keep using that. Use like the size down, but definitely pay attention, okay, to your body, because your body will tell you, let you know, but you just got to pay attention. But yeah, y'all, that's the end of the video. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. I thank you so much. I want to thank y'all. Actually, I want to really say thank you guys so much for 500 subscribers. I really appreciate y'all. Like, I really do. And I really hope y'all enjoyed watching this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And also, let me know any other topics y'all want me to talk about and make a video on, because I love doing these like little girl talks. They be like really fun to me. And letting other women know, like, being sort of like a role model to y'all, because y'all do need to know. Some people don't know. So yeah, just let me know what y'all want to see. But yeah, thank y'all so much. Love you, queens.